Well, I'm here with clothing expert Jackie Lewis, and today we're going to talk about the redefined Savoir clothing collection. How do you design for age-appropriate clothing?
Well, as we get older, our body completely changes. So our posture becomes more curved. So we lose height, we lose a little bit of height. The bust obviously drops. And we become thicker, actually, through the waist.
I want to die now.
So these changes really impact how our clothes fit, particularly garments that fit at the waist, like trousers.
So how did these natural changes influence your thinking?
Well, when we developed the Savoir range, we really went back to basics. We re-looked at all of our patterns to make sure that the sizing and the fit reflected the body shape of the 50-plus customer. So what does that mean? There's a number of things that we looked at. We looked at garment length, taking into consideration that you probably want to cover bums, tums, thighs. On the Savoir range, dress lengths generally finish at the knee or maybe mid-calf, because this customer's starting to think about the parts of her body that she wants to flatter, but also the parts of her body that she doesn't want to show anymore.
Yes, right. So Jackie, can you show me on these then exactly what happens at over 50 in terms of your body changing?
Yeah.
I mean, this is presumably, this is what I like to be, and this is what I've become. That's true,
Well,
isn't it?
this lady here is 35. She's beautiful.
They're lovely, yeah. Hate her face, though.
This form is a body shape of a 50-plus lady.
It's this, isn't
And
it?
if you look at them both side on, you can see the bust is lower and fuller. The waist is thicker, and you can see this shape coming through the stomach at the front. So the bottom, the fat on the bottom shifts to the tummy area. So the shape's completely different.
Right. So, oh, so depressing. So how do these natural changes affect your thinking in terms of the clothes then?
Well, with the Savoir range, we went right back to basics, and we re-looked at all of our patterns and the cut of our garments to make sure that they reflected this body shape and not the 35-year-old lady's body shape. So what does that mean? With the garments, we think about the length. It's really important. You know, this customer's thinking about covering bums, tums, thighs.
She wants all this, isn't it?
Yes. She wants to emphasise the bits of her body that she likes, but she also wants to start to cover up certain things. So that's really important. The waistline is a big consideration for the 50-plus customer. You know, if you look at the body shape here. And compared to our other ranges, we ease the waist sizing out by about 3 centimetres. So we don't make the garments bigger all over, but we make them bigger through this middle area to accommodate this shape. The other thing that we've introduced into the range as well, on trousers particularly, is we've got what we call comfort waistbands. So we cut all our waistbands across the fabric, so they have more stretch and more ease. And we've introduced curved waistbands as well, which are a lot more comfortable for the customer.
Well, so that's great then with regard to the waist, but then you were talking about the bust. How do you work that into it all?
With our garments, we make sure that the bust seams and the darts are in the right place. There's nothing worse than wearing a blouse where the darts are really high up on your body, or the seam cuts right across your bust.
So we lower them?
We lower them
Oh, right.
to reflect the fact that your bust is probably about 1.5 centimetres lower than it was when you were 35.
Right. So I'd say, well, after I've done the measuring, say I was a 14, unlike a 35-year-old's 14, you would have cut this 14 with these points, these darts and these...
We cut them completely differently.
Fantastic.
So as I say, bigger through the middle area, making sure that the bust point is in the right place. Comfort features, particularly in trousers and skirts. and really thinking about the length. So sleeve length is important for this lady
Because
as well.
I hate the tops of my arms. So.
Everybody says this. So in the range, most of the garments have sleeves, and where we offer sleeveless garments, we also offer cover-ups to cover up that upper arm area. So the sleeve length's longer than what we would offer in the South range, for example.
Brilliant. So what size range does the Savoir collection come in then?
On the Savoir collection, we offer sizes for everybody, really. We offer both a standard and a petite fit in sizes from 6 right up to 32.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.